that I need. And when I tell them about the website, just check on Norml, they really need to know how this has helped. I tell them my story about veterans and chemotherapy, what I've done. I'll let them know about that, but we need more about the medical or about the good points of this for the senior population. I think they're the voters. Get them out there if this goes on again, and this should go on the ballot. I'm going to be out there in everybody's face, but I really need some more knowledge. Please help me with this.
Good.
Okay.
So are you looking more, let me just clarify what you're saying there, Mara. Let me clarify what she's saying there. You're looking for more of a way to not only get information, but a way to communicate maybe with other seniors and everybody can talk, like a blog where you can continue to pass information on, like a senior's corner almost.
Exactly. Please,
that's what you're thinking.
Or just success stories.
Yeah.
How people benefit.
Maybe a testimonial
page. Yeah.
Testimonial page as opposed to also informational with medical information, that kind of thing.
You're throw that up there?
Specific how to or educational videos specifically about the background history of life.
Okay.
Video media is the best form of education.
Rick Simpson.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. All these videos
Dr.
are real
Lester
about.
Grinspoon, too.
Exactly.
His stuff's
I just found out 3 days ago that I'm on this video I think I was in with Elton Jones. You guys know about Jones? How we won the West. You guys go look it up. It's about
Yeah, I read about that. I read about that. I didn't watch that one.
I don't read them.
Going back to what you were saying before about talking at the CPCs.
All right, well, let's finish while he's up here. And then
What I'm saying is we should have talking points as a, where they could go to a thing and maybe have little mini speeches on there. That this is maybe some ideas, because a lot of people that want to say something, but they don't know what to say or how to say it.
So, current event, current action blog is what
Your question and answer sections or something. You know, this is your reply to this, or this will be legitimate.
Yeah,
Like you
talking
Kim, are you catching all this here?
No.
First time.
All right, this is important. Let's get this here. They want to do, would you repeat that again? Because it's important
I would
that they
say
hear this.
talking points. So that somebody can come up and maybe, you know, either little mini speeches that they can give or something along that line, because there's a lot of people that want to talk, they just don't know how to talk or what to say.
There's actually what I would love to be able to help our organization do is to not reinvent the wheel, but to cull from these places that have awesome stuff already put together. Like, I've heard different things with different suggestions, like what you were saying about the talking points. I have found on the MPP website, the Marijuana Policy Project, notwithstanding all the what's going on with the head of MPP, but there is amazing stuff on their website. They have in their library, and I'm not saying that what we do should be like just pointing people to other websites. I'm hoping that JP will be able to help us figure out a way to take those things and make click a link to just go. Exactly. Nobody wants to reinvent the wheel, but there are things exactly like what you're talking about, talking points. If they say dispensaries drop crime, you can respond XYZ because it's already been researched and stuff. Part of the problem is there is so much information out there, and we're going to need help in keeping the website up to date. We're going to need help in getting information from everybody so we could have it in one place, so we could let people know in a timely manner when are these meetings, when are these court dates, when are these things, because people can't always, like look at an email at 11 o'clock at night that says, oh wow, there's a meeting at 9 o'clock in the morning, like let me just get on that. There's a lot of information out there, so hopefully there'll be some people that'll also want to step up. I'm sure that JP's none of us know everything, you know, and he has the technical knowledge in the background, and maybe you're about to offer your services.
What I'm maybe suggesting is, you know, and it also goes along with the speaking point, that some of these points, a lot of times I know, like, I enjoy speaking in general, but sometimes I'm like, do I want to get up there and talk a few lines, or do I want to have a whole 10-minute conversation about something up there and what to talk about? So, I don't know, I've had other groups where we've had committees to where we pretty much talk about, because ideally in my thought, if you're going to push a point, it should be strategic. One person should go up and talk about one thing, the next person should dovetail right off that, and move through a process that kind of hits almost a rainbow of areas. And if we had a group, or maybe a few people, you know, 2, 3, 5 people, that would go through those websites and, you know, maybe aggregate the main points. We want to address these 5 issues, talk about them, you know, like we as a group, do we want to address, you know, the big national or the California one that's talking about total legalization, or do we want to address medical?
I like the idea. What's your name?
James?
James, how would you like to head up that committee?
I knew that was coming. If I had some assistants, I would be more than willing to do.
All right, well, James, come on over here for a minute. James, how many of you guys like this idea?
Yeah.
How many of you guys want to write down your name and phone number and offer to help him right today?
Raise
Can
your
I get some
hands.
volunteers? Raise your hands. We got 1, 2, 3,
A lot of that can be done from home,
5,
I'm
6
thinking.
people here that'll help. You guys want to approach him and make sure you do that? Are you willing to take that up?
I'm willing.
Okay. Now, that's James, and what are we going to call your committee? Speakers committee, so you're going to be able to funnel that and help with the
I will just say planning committee or strategy committee.
How about strategic planning?
Strategic planning,
Okay.
and we'll go from there.
Okay, to go off what Sarah and James were speaking about, Craig and I discussed there being 2 sections to the website. First off, it would open with what's called a splash page. It'd be some sort of animation that went into 2 links. The first link would go to what is the existing Norml website right now, and the other would be the WordPress, which I believe is online right now. And that would be the section where a lot of the blogs, the questions, the current events are going on. Okay? So the other points that Craig and I discussed were possibly redesigning the navigation system, because it's not fitted in any sort of table structure right now. It's kind of going across the page. Text is sort of not incorporated into the rest of the website. So my main focus is going to be not to completely redesign it, but to take what he has existing and format it into a proper web page, where Craig is going to be involved in a lot of the editing and the updating of the site, which is fine. I would like to implement some graphics into it, possibly some flash animated banners, give it a style that maybe matches the national Norml website, so people know that this is connected to this, and we can later go over the links, which are external links and internal links. So whatever sections inside of the web page you would like to have. I had a few ideas. I know that you have a legal section, so maybe you would like just a list of all the attorneys that handle these cases.
That's a question maybe for everybody, like what do you want in there? Do you want attorneys that you can call? Do you want statutes you can read? Do you want cases to interpret them?
Yes.
I
I think what I've seen on a lot of different websites I find has been really effective no matter like what the format is, the video blogs. And they have numerous like 2 or 3 minute clips that you can can just click on. You see the topic. If you're interested in that topic, you click on that, and you can watch a 2 a.m.